everyone, it's Anne here from Positively Papercraft, and welcome to my first instalment of my new series, which is Relove Your Stash. So really excited about this, and as I said, we'll probably carry on with this for a good while because we need to use what we've got, as I've said before. So I want to show you a few examples of what I've been doing. So I took some basic shape dies, circles, squares, ovals, hearts, and I did the kind of eclipse technique, and that's what I thought, well, why do we have to use words with it? We can use shapes. So I used a background stamp that I've had for 2 years and never used it, so used it and it's beautiful. So that's what I did with that one. This one, what I did was I then took a stamp that I love, sort of a background one, and I coloured it in, and then I just used circles to do the eclipse technique on that, and I put some Crafter's Companion sparkle stuff on the flowers, and I think that's turned out beautiful. What else have we got? This one, I love this. It's the same butterfly background. I sprayed it with my sparkle spray. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. And this was butterflies, which come in 2 parts. So I popped both parts up separately, and I think that looks beautiful. It looks so nice. So that was that one. Then I used a large butterfly that I've got. Again, I just raided my dies, and then I cut out Thinking of You. I cut that from a couple of pieces of card and mounted it up so it's a bit firmer. And that was another background stamp I bought 2 years ago and never used it. And then the last one, I think this is one of my favourites. Background stamp, again, never been out of its packet. And I use my favourite leaf dies that I've had for quite a while, and I think that just looks so simple but elegant. Again, I put some Spectrum sparkle on the leaves, you can see that there, but it's so simple to do, and you can definitely get into your stash and actually, you know, use what you've got. And I had loads of fun making these. So the inks I've used are these actually from AliExpress, and I have to say they are really, really good. I've had them for a while and I think I've used them once, but that was what I stamped this with, this one and this one. It's all with these 2 ink pads. So I've got those. I've just got some, I've got loads of layering dies. This time I'm going to try some stars. But you know, you don't want huge shapes. I mean, they're too big, for example, I think. So I've just gone for smaller ones, smaller circles. You know, just whatever you've got, raid your stuff. And then the leaves are these ones, which I think they're tattered lace. I've had them a long time now. The butterfly stamp, I've never used it. I think it's a hunky-dory one, and that's the lace one there, which I bought this from someone selling it on Facebook a couple of years ago. I'm sure she used to have her own stamps on Craft Stash. I think she was called Crafty Potential or something. So I bought that. This is just a cheap, it's Do Crafts, but I got this from Printable Heaven. I think it was £2, and it's beautiful. And that flower one is the one I got sent from In Love Arts, which I think they still have that on their website. So today I have got just a piece of white card, and I'm going to use my platform because I think when you're using background stamps, I think it's probably easier to use a stamping platform in case you don't get it all done in one go. So I'm going to use them beautiful butterflies again. Like I say, I'm positive this is a hunky-dory one, but but I had never even used it. So I'm just going to pop it over the card. I don't really know if the magnet's going to reach actually. Oh, it should do, yeah. So I'm just popping that down. I'll turn it this way, you might be able to see a bit more actually. Let's pick that up, yeah. It's picking the card up. It's because the stamps are so sticky. But it's okay, as long as I keep it in the corner, I'll be fine. So again, I'm going to use one of these ink pads. I think I'll use this one. I'm just going to start inking up the stamp. There we go. You can see, you know, the different colours. Really, really nice ink pads. There's, you know, nothing wrong with them at all. So I will quickly clean the stamp. We'll use this big kind of floral one, which is huge, this stamp. But it's just so nice. Okay, so got another piece of card. Now this stamp is obviously way bigger, so again I'm just going to line this one up in the corner. Now ink pad, I might use something different because I do like that stamp in just one colour. So these are good as well, but just get what ink pads you've got, honestly. I do like the little archival ones, so I'm going to go for this vibrant fuchsia. Such a beautiful, beautiful stamp. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. It's just like so elegant looking, isn't it? So that is that. So we've got our two backgrounds here. Okay. And for this one, sorry, which one was I going to do? Yeah, so for the butterflies I'm going to use the stars, I think. As I said, we've all got dies and layering dies. You can use what you want, whatever you want. So I don't want huge ones, so it might be a case of just cutting that one twice or whatever. I'll see in a minute, but I'm basically just going to cut it out. You need to save the little piece that comes out, so just cut out whatever pattern you want or wherever you want them. I'll do that and I'll be back. Okay, I've cut them out and I've also made myself a little card base as well. So we need to glue this on here. These are really easy to do if you've never made them before. And I can honestly say that doing all of these lately really has brought my mojo back. Honestly, it has. I've had so much just enjoyment from sitting and creating again. I really have. So we need a decent foam pad to lift them up. So I'm using these ones here. I get these from Craft Stash. You can get them in bulk and they are so good and really worth the money. Now if they're too big for some of your die cuts, I just snip them. and snip them again if they're too big. And then I can save that one. And then you just really want to try and match your pattern up. So beautiful. I just love this effect. Now I'm going to use my homemade shimmer spray. I love this stuff. It is beautiful. So I'm just going to spray this down here because I don't want it going all over everything. And it's just, you probably can't see it, but it's so sparkly. It's just beautiful. It's like a lovely shimmer, and it does last. It doesn't come off as well. And I've got a beautiful kind of greeny one there. I just love them. And I've bought this, that's all, spray bottles, because I'm going to make tons more. So that is gorgeous. You can see the sheen. Now, do you remember the other day and I did the laminated gilding flakes and stuff? What I might do is just actually pop this on the front, because I think that goes quite nice. And then inside I could stamp you, couldn't I? So like, love you. Isn't that so sweet? We'll do the sentiment last inside. So there's another. Now for our other one, the elegant one. I love that. I've cut a card base as well. And this card I use is so thick, 300 GSM. It's so smooth as well, and I get this from LIMETREE crafts. I'll put a link in below, but I get all my card. This is from there. The other one, I just love the colours and the quality. It's just, you can probably hear it. It's so nice. So excuse me, got that on there. I think what I'm going to do with this one is, I've got these leaf dies here, so I think we might just have like a couple of leaves like that. So, or you could even just have one big one in the center if you want, whatever you want. So we will cut a couple of leaves out. Place that on there, and I might just have them like kind of opposite ways of each other. Oh, I'm such a messy crafter. Okay, so we've got our little leaf here. Now, I mean, don't forget, you could even just stamp them and cut your dies out and use them, you know, because they do look so pretty when they're cut out with stamping on. So I've got that there, and then I think we will cut one from here, see what that looks like. So we've cut our leaves out. Now obviously this has got a lot of little pieces. I don't fancy cutting foam pads and, you know, messing around with that. So if you pick a die like this, I think I did another one, oh yeah, the butterflies as well, the base, the outline of the butterfly, I didn't have any foam tape that was wide as that, which is probably what, 3mm or something. So if you can see, what I did there was I just layered the card up. It's not focusing, but I layered the card up a few times, and that's how you can also get the, you know, the boost even if you don't have pads. So what I'm going to have to do, I'll do it off camera, is I'm going to cut, I'd say 3 of these out from just scrap paper, scrap card. It doesn't even matter what colour because you're not going to see it. So I'm going to cut, well, 6 because I want 3 for each leaf, and that's how we will then lift it up. So I will cut them out and I will be back. Okay, so I have glued 4 together including the top piece, so 3 pieces and then the top. And see, I've just really used any card. It's just made them nice and thick now, so we don't have to rely on any foam to lift them up. So I've got my card, and then I'm going to glue this down just on there for our little die cut leaves now. So we're just going to glue them in, and as you can see, it does lift them up really nicely, gluing the cards together. Isn't that just so pretty? You can see how much it's lifted up there. That is gorgeous. Now got my inside piece, and I'm going to use these corner rounders that I bought before I moved in here, and I haven't really used them, and we're using our stash, so oh, isn't that lovely? I like that. So let's use it. That's really nice. So that's going to be glued in there. What I've done is I've just raided some stamps again. I got these 2 here. That's an alt new, and I think that's the Craftwork cards. So for this one I'm going to have this one, which is Crafty Friends Make Everything So Much Better. I thought that was really, really nice, and I'm just going to stamp it with black VersaFine. Okay. There we go. And I think I'm just going to quickly cut this out, just trim that off there, and I've got a bit of a scrap, so I might just have this as like a little border. So I'm going to glue that on there first. Okay, and I think, where will we put this? We can put it in the middle or there. Yeah, I think we'll put it down here. So I hope this is giving you, you know, some inspiration of using actually what we've got and still create beautiful, beautiful things. Now I've got my Crafter's Companion clear sparkle pen, and I'm just gonna, I love these pens, and I'm just gonna brush this on the raised up leaf. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. No, I don't think it's going to pick it up, but yeah, it's so sparkly. So there's that one, that is beautiful. And then our other one I have picked, so I've got Love on the front, and then I've picked the big U from that stamp there, and that's going to go on my inside. Again, I'm going to use my little corner chomper. Might try this other side. It's really pretty as well. So we'll ink our stamp up. There we go. We can now glue that in because my battery is flashing. And I hope you've enjoyed the first Relove Your Stash. If you have any ideas or anything you'd like to suggest of what you'd like to see, you can just leave it in the comments, because I do read them all. I don't get a chance to reply to every single one, but I do most of them. So there's the first one we did, and this is my favourite one. And then obviously we've got all the ones I made before that. So get your stamps, basic dies out, and a couple of ink pads and see what you can come up with. So thanks for watching, take care, and bye for now.